is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Hey, good afternoon. I should say good evening here, folks, as we have hit the 6 o'clock hour. Welcome to your Friday night, Pineywood, your Tuesday night Pineywood area game of the week. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm already looking for Friday night here. I don't know what the deal is. What a great game we got going on here tonight. Big district matchup that's happening here this evening. The Timpson Lady Bears are in the Special Event Center, taking on the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. Lady Tigers of Tenaha came in here this season with high hopes, and they were in the top 25 and really done some things. They had a really tough non-district schedule. They come out there, and right now they're just looking to make sure that they take care of business in the district, but they got a formidable opponent here in the Timpson Lady Bears. Timpson Lady Bears also one of the teams picked as one of the top 4 teams to come out of this district to make the playoffs here, and we'll see just how it kind of goes. But the Lady Tigers have won themselves a couple here since the Holiday Hoops tournament and have been through the first round of the district and now are sitting in the top spot and now ready to move into the second spot, coming in and see if they can hold on to that top spot here with a district game against the Lady Bears of Timpson. And Coach Malden and her squad in town against Coach Peterson and the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. Hey, come on out here to the Special Event Center. Got a lot of folks here in the place here tonight. And also, they have the Tiger Cafe open, which is always a good thing. All right, folks, we're just about ready to go. It is a Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame time. We'll be right back to get you started here for this one as the teams are warming up here on NetSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods. Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Tenaha, Texas. To look at it, it hasn't changed much since the days of Tex Ritter. The pace is slow, just the way we like it. But we're proud of our young people, the games they play and the music they make. 100 years of dreams and the determination to make them come true. But we all need help every now and then, and that's where First National Bank of Tenaha comes in. Financing your dreams for generations.
Where do you go if you're a Bear fan looking for a post-game meal? Easy, Rancho Grande. But what if the game is a Little League practice? Same place. What if it's a special occasion, something you dress up for? In Timpson, it's Rancho Grande. Whether it's familiar menu items or maybe something you want to take a chance on, it's always good. They even have bear sightings at Rancho Grande.
Alrighty, good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to the big broadcast here on NetSN as we get ready for the game here tonight as the girls are out here getting themselves warmed up. Got to see both these teams here a couple of times so far this season, and it should be a very good basketball game here tonight, both on the girls and the guys side of it. The girls definitely going to have to really get Cox involved out there as well, as Dagley and Giles really got to get them rolling here. As Coach Peterson going to have to get them going here for Coach Malden and her squad. Going to have to get Cruz, Stewart going over there. Ham going to have a big game. Got to play good defense on both sides. So it should be a good one here tonight. And both girls and guys sides of the basketball games because of the district implications that this is going to come with it. So get ready, folks. This is going to be a good one here tonight in the Special Event Center. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Excuse me, a little Watch a little bit of that great popcorn down right there. All right. So, going to have an outside mic here. See if we can get a little bit of that outside crowd noise going on here tonight. All right, I think we're set up and ready to rock and roll. And folks still coming in here to the Special Events Center as we will have the starting lineups. Probably we'll get to the national anthem coming up, folks. So let's see if we're going to get that or if we're just going to get to the introductions. Yep, we're going to get our national anthem, folks, so we'll get that, and we'll be right back. All righty, God bless America. Get ready to go here for some basketball action here tonight at the Special Events Center live from Tenaha as the Lady Tigers will host the Lady Bears of Timpson. Making sure I don't trip over any cords over here right here. All right, so here we go. Number 1 is going to be Jackson. Then Norris, number 2. And Stewart, number 10.
Number 12, at guard, Crow.
And number 12 is Crow.
And number 13.
And number 13 is Ham. Will be your starting 5 for Coach Malden and the Lady Bears of Timpson. Coach Malden and Coach Crawford. Now Coach Peterson's squad be ready to introduce here onto their home floor. So Dagley coming out being introduced first. Giles coming in next. Alexander. And number 3, that's Cox. And Horton coming in here, number 45. She's number 15 tonight. Okay, so number 15, Horton is number 15. All right, so that's your starting 5 here for the Lady Tigers of Coach Peterson's squad as we're ready to play some basketball here this evening. As we see both teams getting their final instructions. And we'll meet up here into the circles. We get some final things adjusted out. I think we're ready to go here. Okay. So the Lady Bears, and then the black trimmed out in yellow. Home white trimmed out in the dark maroon here for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. Let's play some basketball here tonight. I understand we've got my good friends from K-Gas on the radio broadcast here as well. So here we go. Ready for some basketball action on our Tuesday night. It's going to be Stewart and Cox into the circle. Coach Peterson having a quick chat here with the referee over on the far side. Got the books out, looking to see what's going on. And it looks like they got everything squared away with the book. Now we're ready to play some basketball. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We got her done. He forgot to sign the book or something. I don't know. Here we go. Let's go. All right, now we're ready to go. And it's going to be into Timpson way here. As the Lady Bears will start off with it is Jackson. Kicking it back out here now to Crow. Crow taking it over to the left side. Back out to Jackson out on top. Working it there against Alexander. They're going to get down inside here. Here's the long jump shot on the way. It's a long two there for Ham. Ham gets the first bucket there for the Lady Bears. Going to get it up ahead here. Cox down in the lane, puts up the floater, and it's good. Cox makes it a 2-2 ball game. Back at the floor now come the Lady Bears. And it will be Stewart. Stewart over to Crow. Crow back to Stewart. Down in the corner, covered up there by Cox. Send it back out on top here. Jackson, Crow, and Stewart. Working that over there in the corner. Stewart, long range two, won't go. Rebound comes out. It looks like it's going to go off of Giles. And out of bounds, stays with the Lady Bears. So on the inbound, get it over here to Crow here to the right side this time. Now and up underneath. Ball gets knocked away from back there by Crow, but nice job picking up the ball there. And they're going to call a foul there on Dagley, and just in time, because just when he was blowing that whistle, then Ham was stepping out of bounds right there. So it's an out of bounds play. First foul here on the Lady Tigers. Now back at it here. Keep it up underneath. That pass is intercepted here. Here comes Alexander up the floor here. Pushing it up to the left side of the rack. Puts up the shot and good. Alexander will make it a 4-2 lead here for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. Now trying to get it up the floor. That's going to be a walk by Jackson, bringing it up the floor here. And it'll go back to Tenaha as Horton will get it in. She'll get it now. We'll be double team there at the half-court line. Bring it up to Alexander. Finds Cox here to the left side. Cox all the way back over to the right. Nice drive here by Giles. She'll put up the floater, and she'll knock it down. And it'll be a 6-2 ball game here quickly for Tenaha with 6.5 to go here into the first quarter. And Crow will get it across the timeline here. All the way back across, finds Norris. Norris trying to drive there against Horton. Ball gets knocked away, picked up there by Giles. Giles in the lane. Off the back of the iron, won't go. Ball's loose. Crow trying to pick up the loose ball. Ball's into the lane. Alexander coming out with it. And Norris going to get a hand on it, or should I say Jackson going to get a hand on it. Jump ball, possession arrow. Lady Bears have the basketball. I'm sorry, it's Tenaha basketball. Okay, Tenaha basketball. Out of bounds play here for Horton. She'll bring it in. And she'll drop it off here now to Dagley. Dagley here on the left wing. Getting down to 6 minutes to go. Dropping off underneath Alexander. Alexander gets away from the defense, drives over to the right side, and Alexander takes it in. She's got 4 points into this first quarter. And it's an 8-2 ball game. Getting under 6 minutes to go. Nice drive there by Jackson. Throws it to Norris on the left wing. Norris trying to drive in. Back to the right side by Crow. Back underneath Norris at the free throw line. Partially blocked by Horton. Coming out there with it a Cox. Throwing up ahead here is Giles. Giles, easy layup for Giles. And Giles will make it a 10-2 ball game. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Malden. 10-2, 5:38 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back here on a Net SN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
I'm back here after the timeout. 5:38 to go. Coach Malden calls a timeout to settle the team down here as Tenaha going on a little bit of a run. And the Lady Tigers will now be on defense here as the Bears bringing up the floor here. Crow across the timeline down here in the corner. And up to Norris. Norris dropping off underneath here to Ham. Ham too strong at the nice job there as they kick it out here to Jackson. Jackson going to knock down to the three for the Lady Bears. I'll tell you what, they needed that one. Oh, get it up ahead here, and they're going to get some bodies hitting the floor there over on the far side there. the end of the Timpson bench. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be out of bounds to the Lady Tigers as Horton will be ready to bring it in right there. Back into the Lady Bears bench here. Horton looking to get it in, finds Dagley. Dagley back to Horton to the right side. She's open 4-3 from the right side, in and out. Dagley tries to reach that rebound, goes out of bounds off of Horton. And it'll go back to the Lady Bears. 5:09 to play here in the first quarter. Bears are bringing up the floor, facing some half-court pressure. Knocked away there. Nice job by Alexander. Knocks it away right into the hands of Dagley. Dagley going to take it to the right side. Easy layup for Dagley. And the steal turns into points here for the Lady Tigers. As they bring it back up the floor, does Crow. Has to pull up her dribble, looking for some help. Oh, that's going to go off the hands of Jackson. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Lady Tiger defense is all over the Lady Bears here, and it is making a difference right now. And they'll get it right back here as the Tigers will bring it across the line. Alexander, Horton over to the right side. Horton going to drive to the baseline. She's going to be fouled. She'll be fouled by Stewart. She'll head to the line. And Horton goes to the line for the first one to the line tonight. Second foul here on, or first foul, I should say, on the, Horton gets the shooter's roll. First foul here on the Lady Bears. Second one on the way here from Horton. That one goes in a little easier this time. So now a 15-5 ball game. We get 4.5 to go here into this first quarter. Bears have the basketball. Bringing it back here to the near side, back over to the left. Crow down in the corner here to Norris. Norris to Jackson. Jackson and Crow. They work that half-court offense out here, trying to figure out some kind of way to draw that defense out to find some kind of opening up underneath. We got a foul away from the basketball. That's going to be on Alexander. That'll be the second foul here on the Lady. Looks like that'll be the second foul here on the Lady Tigers. So we've got a timeout onto the floor, so we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Tenaha, Texas. To look at it, it hasn't changed much since the days of Tex Ritter. The pace is slow, just the way we like it. But we're proud of our young people, the games they play and the music they make. 100 years of dreams and the determination to make them come true. But we all need help every now and then, and that's where First National Bank of Tenaha comes in. Financing your dreams for generations.
Back here after the timeout, Tenaha back on defense into the Timpson Bears. Bring it in here. Crow, almost a walk right there. There's a three on the way, and a nice job knocking down the three there for Norris. That was the second three of the quarter here for the Lady Bears. And that was a big one right there. They needed that. Now they got the turnover, and they got a chance to cut it into it a little bit more here. As I've got 15-8. I don't know. All right, 14-8 is what's going to be. That's what they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 14 now. I'm checking out my sheet. Here's another three on the way. Back-to-back threes from Miss Norris for the Lady Bears. And she tightens that gap up to a three-point lead now for Tenaha. Now they'll get it up here on the floor as the Bears tighten up their defense. Alexander kicking it out here to Cox. Cox back across Horton. Dagley send it back here to Alexander to the left side. Alexander drives down inside, finds Cox with a nice move there at the lane, rolls off the top, and that's going to be over the back there by Cox. As Stewart was going for that rebound there for the Lady Bears. Out of bounds play. That'll be the second foul there, maybe the third foul on the Lady Tigers here into this first quarter. As now a chance at 3:27 to get a little bit closer on the Lady Bears. Definitely didn't want to do that right there. Crow with too big of a pass, trying to get it down in the corner. 3:24, and you've been climbing back in. You got a little bit of momentum. You got to set up your play a little bit better. You don't want to throw one away here and give the Lady Tigers the ball back. And they've got it back here now, bringing it up the floor. Send it over to the right side. Here's Dagley driving to the lane, puts up the shot and good. Dagley with a nice drive. And that turnover right there cost the two for the Lady Bears, if you ask me. And that's going to be off of Crow. And right back to the Lady Tigers. So Horton now ready to throw it in. That could have been like a 4-point swing since that turnover if the Tigers could score right here. They'll get it down there. Now Dagley will line up for a three. It won't go. Rebound comes out. And it's going to be up ahead here. Jackson will get it here by the Bears. Bears driving up, nice drive in the, Miss Jackson with a nice finger roll for the bucket. 16-13, 2:49 to play here into the first. Pushing it up the floor. Alexander taking it in there. Oh, nice. Gets the beautiful kiss off the glass. Stewart trying to draw the charge, but it won't go. Alexander 6 points into the quarter. Big quarter here for both teams. As Crow picks up the loose ball. Bounce pass up ahead here. Bounce pass up inside there to Ham. Knocked away by Cox. Back up the floor now. She throws it up here to Alexander, and Alexander will get the bucket. Back up by 7. After the Lady Bears close it down to within 3, till 2:10 to go here into the first quarter. 20-13. Bears get it down into Ham. Kick it back out here to Norris. Norris trying to drive against Horton. Horton, good defense. Free throw line. Stewart rattles in and out. She gets her own rebound. Soft floater inside. Stewart gets her first points. And they'll make it a 20-15 ball game. Got a whistle out there for a timeout by Coach Peterson. And with 1:57 to go here in this first quarter, 20-15 is the score. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Where do you go if you're a Bear fan looking for a post-game meal? Easy, Rancho Grande. But what if the game is a Little League practice? Same place. What if it's a special occasion, something you dress up for? In Timpson, it's Rancho Grande. Whether it's familiar menu items or maybe something you want to take a chance on, it's always good. They even have bear sightings at Rancho Grande.
Back here to the timeout, just under 2 minutes to go. Lady Tiger basketball. Tenaha will bring it in here. Cox will drop it off here to Alexander. She'll bring it up. As the Bears will back off the defense. And they'll set it back in. Zone. As they'll take some time off the clock out here. Now coming up for Jackson to start the count. Kick it back over to the far side, and Giles saves it. Good job here on the defense for the Lady Bears. Kick it up under here, trying to find Cox under there. She loses the handle, but somehow finds it, throws up the floater, won't go. Rebound comes out by Ham. Excuse me. Lady Bears bringing it back up the floor. Here's Crow. Going to drop it off to Jackson. Jackson back to Crows. We'll get down to about a minute to go here. Ham at the other line. She's going to be hit hard there, and all ball there coming out here with Cox. Cox throwing it up ahead here to Alexander. Alexander trying to the left side of the lane, finds some room, rolls off of the rim, comes out there, and it is Stewart dropping it back off here to Norris, and here comes Crow across the timeline. We got 50 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Cross-court pass, finds Jackson. Jackson to Norris. Back up underneath the Ham. Ham working against Cox. Cox with another block. Back-to-back blocks there by Cox. Throwing it back up ahead here. Now comes Dagley. Dagley's going to be fouled by Crow. On the way to the rack, and Dagley will go to the line. As that will be another foul here on.
Fouls on number 12, Black Cuppers.
That'll be 3 fouls apiece here on both teams. As Dagley will go to the line here. And she'll shoot a couple. 37.5 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. It's 20-15, and Dagley trying to increase that lead and knocking the first one down. 5 points in the quarter. Good job here by both teams. Both teams scoring very big, and I mean, not just one. 4 or 5 different girls scoring on for both squads here, so Coach has got to be happy with the way things have gone. I know Coach Malden would like to see her team in the lead, but down 7 here, and have had it close a couple of times. Still got a chance here to get a little bit closer before the end of the quarter. Nice little floater there. Oh, rolls off the rim there for Stewart. Coming out there with it is Giles. Giles throws up ahead there, and it is Jackson gets a hand on it, and then Jackson hits the floor, and then we're going to get an injury timeout here on the floor as Jackson kind of took a little bit of a spill, but good to see her getting up and walking it off as she immediately grabbed that left knee, but she's going to be okay. Coach Malden is going to give her a break here, going to bring Thomas in and let her sit out the rest of this first quarter, make sure everything's okay there on the bench. All right, so with 18.29 to go, Going to send it on the inbound here for Horton. She'll get it back in. They'll get it back to Dagley. They'll work her over to the right side, getting down to 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 11, 10. Back over now to Dagley. Got Crow right on her. Dagley going to try to take it in the lane. Going to lose a handle on it, but she's going to be fouled by Crow. That's going to be the second foul here on Crow in this first quarter. So Crow may end up having to sit down here after she's going to pick up her second already. That is the 14th foul. That's going to put Dagley back at the line where she's 2 for 2 already. Up and good. 3 for 4 so far under that free throw line. Trying to get it back to a 9-point lead here with 4.38 to go into the quarter. Second one goes down. Nice job there by Dagley to make it a 24-15 ball game. Crow not going to get a shot off. You got to pay attention to the clock here. They were coming to the floor, not to really looking at the clock. So it's a 24-15 lead here for the Tenaha Lady Tigers. And the second quarter is coming up. We'll be right back here on a Net SN.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here as we get ready to go to the second quarter. 9-point lead for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. Leading scorer is Dagley. She's got 8 points. Well, her and Alexander both have 8 points here for the Lady Tigers. They lead both scorers on both sides. Norris, top scorer for the Lady Bears, and she has 6. The Bears have the ball here, and Stewart should have took that shot. She tried to drop it off in there to Ham, and it's stolen away there by Cox. Cox going to go coast to coast, so Cox will go down and score. She's got 4 points in the ball game. And the Lady Tigers have opened it up to a double-digit lead here. Now 11 points. That one. Dagley picks Jackson's pocket right there. Dagley just outside the three-point line. Can't get it to go. Crow gets the rebound, and that's going to be Giles on a real cheap reach-around foul right there. And the first one of the quarter by the Lady Tigers. Check it in is going to be Bell for Coach Peterson. Horton checking out. Jackson, she'll bring it up here across the timeline with 7:20 left to go here in the first half. And come up the floor here. Send it back over now to Ham. Ham. That one gets knocked away there by Giles. Out of bounds, stays with the Lady Bears. So Crow will be bringing it in here for the Bears. Crow onto the inbound. Oh, that's a nice job there by Davis. Davis gets a hand on it. And Jackson goes flying. She stays there onto the defense, though, and a good job there by the Bears to get back. But on the way here is a three. It will not go because it's off the mark. Nice try there by Bell to save it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Bears with 7 minutes to go in the half. Looking for a bucket here as neither team has scored so far. Oh, sorry. Tenaha has scored here into this quarter so far in this first minute. Jackson driving, kicking it back out. Hand passes up onto the three. Going here to Norris. Norris expecting Jackson to keep driving on the baseline. Throws it out ahead of her, and it's a turnover, and the Lady Tigers will take it back. And Cox will get it on the inbound here. She'll throw it in. And Dagley will bring it up the floor. Dagley across the timeline. Looking against Jackson. Down in the corner here. Trying to find Cox. Good double team there by the Lady Bears. Kicking it out here for Davis. Davis going to launch the three. Will not go. 0 for 4 at the three-point line there for the Lady Tigers. Crow gets that rebound, pushes it up the floor. She'll come across the timeline. Pulls up her dribble, looking for some help. Going to throw it to Jackson here to the right side. Jackson all the way back out on top. Jackson on the right wing. Jackson going to get a nice job there on the screen from Norris. Jackson going to find some room. And too strong. She goes in and hits off the back of the iron. Coming out there with it is Cox. Cox throws it up ahead to Davis. Davis in the lane. Nice dish. And trying to find Giles over there to the right side. And it goes out of bounds. Looks like we're going to say it went off of one of the Bears. And it'll stay Tenaha basketball. So the Tigers get it on the inbound. They work it over there to the right side. Dagley. Now sending it back over here now to Giles. Giles with a nice trying to drop it off in there. Nobody there, and that's going to be Ham coming up with that. But now somebody's going to reach around there and commit the foul there on Ham. And that'll be the second team foul here on the Lady Tigers of the quarter. Timpson basketball. Jackson on the inbound here finds Crow. Crow across the timeline. Throws it into Stewart. Stewart. Gets a little help there from Ham. Nice job there by Stewart. Going underneath the defense. There's still Cox with enough of a presence there to make her alter the shot enough to where it's off the mark. Cox going to get the rebound and coming up the floor. Stewart knocks it away into the hands of Crow. Crow going to push up the floor here. Quick. Crow. Drop it off underneath to Jackson. Jackson too far out. Norris gives it up here to Ham. Ham, long jumper. Back of the iron won't go. The rebound comes out there by Bell. Bell throws it up ahead. And it's Tenaha basketball as we get 5 minutes to go. Cox will bring it across the timeline. 26-15. And the Lady Tigers have it, bringing it across the line. Thought about the three, did Giles. Giles going to drive down. Alexander should say. That's going to be kicked out there. And that's a missed three by Cox. Rebound underneath there by Hamilton. And that one gets knocked away. Sorry, that's Hendricks, number 22. Not Hamilton, my apologies. Checking back into the game, here's going to be Horton. She's going to come in for Cox. Cox is going to get herself a break. She's been in the whole game so far. As Hendricks in the ball game, as I said, number 22 for Tenaha. Not Hamilton. Can't read my own writing here, I guess. Okay, so Timpson gets the basketball with 4:38 to go. Crow across the timeline looking for a bucket here in the second quarter. 3.5 minutes gone here without any bucket for the Timpson Lady Bears, and they've held Tenaha to only one. And Jackson's going to get fouled on the way. She's driving from the left side there along the baseline, and Alexander's going to pick up the foul. And Jackson will get to the line. Maybe that'll help the Lady Bears get off of that zero here in the quarter. And Jackson had 5 points in that first quarter. Just kind of had a little bit of a knee injury there, but got up and walked it off. Seems to be okay. That's already 4 team fouls here. As she misses them both. Stewart gets the rebound, throws it back up. It won't go down. And back on the floor now come the Tigers, getting down to 4:15 to go here in the half. Alexander at the floor here, down in the corner. Throwing it back out. Horton going to walk. Oh, good call with the double dribble there. So it's a turnover with 4:10 to go. And like I said, Timpson not scored here in this quarter, but they've only allowed 2 points as well. So got to get a bucket right here. Crow has to go off of her foot. Not able to pick it up, and it's loose, and it gets in the hands there at Tenaha. The ball's loose once again. Crow might have got a small piece of it. Jackson picks up the loose ball and trying to find Norris cutting to the basket up ahead and throws it out just in front of her. And the Lady Bears passes have just been out front just a little bit here. And with 3:50 to play in the first half, 26-15, Lady Tigers have the lead, and they're going to call a timeout. So we'll be right back here on a Net SN.
And following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Lasting impressions, because you deserve the best. Dr. Deborah Worsham, the local and professional touch. Rancho Grande and Timpson, Shelby County's destination for special events. And First National Bank, a tradition you can trust. These fine sponsors bring us the Pineywood's Game of the Week. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, folks, back here as we get ready for the 3:50 second half here of the second quarter. And the Lady Tigers lead it over the Lady Bears of Timpson by a score 26-15. And a timeout right there by Coach Peterson. Some plays in here. Both teams have had some opportunities, but only one bucket here in the quarter, and that was by Timpson, or by Tenaha. In about the first minute. That's going to be, Timpson can't get it in. That'll be a 5-second call, as just it looked like Jackson was just getting ready to throw it in, and she got the 5-second call. So it's a turnover back to Tenaha. Tenaha Lady Tigers bringing it up the floor here, and it'll be Alexander across the timeline. Take it over to the right side. Alexander going to drop it off to Hendricks. Hendricks trying to drive along the baseline. It goes off her foot. And now they're going to say it went off of Jackson. Maybe Thomas, number 22 there. Long inbound. Alexander drives to the lane, takes it in. She gets hit hard, but she gets the bucket to go. And Alexander, nice job there by Alexander. Jackson bringing it back up the floor. Going up underneath here. Ham with the bucket for the Lady Bears. They needed that one. 28-17, 3:15 to play. Back up ahead, here comes Davis. Davis ended up underneath Horton. Horton goes through the defense, hits it up off the back of the iron, won't go. Rebound by Stewart for Timpson. Stewart pushes up ahead here, gonna throw it all the way up and find Norris. Norris driving to the right side, puts up the floater, gets the shooter's roll, and Norris with 8 points in the game for the Lady Bears. Cuts it back to a 9-point game at 2:45 as Alexander comes across the timeline. Alexander working against Jackson. Jackson, good defense here. Timpson trying to work over here to the left side. Alexander going to throw it all the way out. Hendricks for three. It will not go. 0 for 6 at the three-point line. Rebounded there by Thomas. Thomas throws up to Jackson. Jackson going to find Stewart racing to the rack. And Stewart gets the bucket there for the Lady Bears. They have tied it up here to a 7-point deficit with getting down to 2:15. 2:10 to go as Alexander comes across the line. To the right side, Alexander here. Kicking it back down. In the corner to Davis. Davis. All the way back across to Hendricks. Hendricks working over to the right side. Back in the middle. Alexander putting up the shot in the middle lane. Can't get it to go. Rebound there by Bell. Putting up the shot. Won't go. Ham gets that rebound, tries to throw it in there to Thomas, but it goes out of bounds and it goes back to the Lady Tigers. And it looks like Giles and Dagley will check back into the ball game here. Come in for Alexander and Bell for Coach Peterson. And it will be Tenaha basketball as Horton on the long inbound. Going to get a moving screen here on a Tenaha onto the inbound. So a chance here for Timpson to get a little bit closer. Trading now by 7 with 1:45 to go. Here comes Jackson back up the floor. Jackson covered up here by Dagley. Tight man-to-man defense here by Lady Tigers. They're going to call a backcourt violation. Maybe Horton might have got a hand on it, but it's going to be off of Ham. So back to the Tigers as Dagley will bring it across the line here with a bucket and a half to play. End of the half, 28-21. The Tigers looking to extend early. Here's a three ball on the way from Hendricks. It won't go. Rebound comes out here by Ham, throwing it back up underneath. Jackson tried to get that and does. Nice job here. Jackson coming out of there with Tigers all over. And she'll push it up over to that left side. Back out to Thomas. Norris to the right side. Onto the wing. Three ball on the way. Will not go. 2 for 3. Up ahead here now coming the Tigers. Nice job getting in transition. Can't get it to fall though for Giles as it rolls off the top of the rim. Under a minute to go. Here comes Norris working against there. Horton can't get it. Stewart goes up tall. She'll be fouled. That one may be on Horton. with 50 seconds to go. If it is, that's the 5th foul. That'll put Stewart at the line. So checking into the ball game will be Johnson after Giles will check out. Picking up second foul there is Kelly. And that will be Stewart going to the line here for the Bears. She's got 4 points in the ball game. And now looking to get her team a little bit closer here as we get closer to halftime. Oh, and it rolls off the front of the rim. So Stewart, one more shot at it here. Second one on the way, gets that one to go. 1 or 2 at the line there for Stewart. One is better than none there. So 45 seconds to go as Dagley comes across the timeline, working against Jackson out here on top. Dropping off here to Horton. There's a steal by Jackson. Jackson to the rack. And should have an easy layup. Jackson with the steal into the bucket to make it a 4-point ball game. Under 30 seconds to go. Dagley back down in that corner over at the scores table. Here against Jackson. Dagley to the right side. And that's going to be a foul. And they're going to call that on Jackson. That's only the first foul of the quarter here by the Lady Bears. So it'll be an out-of-bounds play. 14.8 to play into the quarter. And it's a 4-point lead here for the Lady Tigers as the Bears have come in here. And there's a swat of that one getting up ahead. But Dagley's able to pick it up here into the backcourt. Bring it back across the timeline. Good job there by Stewart. Got a hand on it. And there's another steal by Jackson. Jackson, oh, as she's trying to bring it up the floor, she steps on the line on the far side. And the Lady Bears are going to come back the other way here, back on defense. Another good try there by the Lady Bears. As they'll get it to Horton. Horton throw it in, and that ball gets knocked away. 2 seconds to go. Stewart for 3. Oh! Stewart for 3 at the buzzer, and it will count. Stewart for 3 at the half-court line, knocking it down. And Stewart makes it a 1-point ball game, and she picked up the loose ball in about 2 seconds to go. She launched it from just outside the half-court line, and it goes down to make it 28-27. What a second quarter here by the Lady Bears. And they took care of business. I tell you what, they only allowed 4 points while scoring 12 of their own here to get back to a 1-point deficit. It is halftime here as the guys are out here getting themselves warmed up, getting ready for their game coming up here in just a bit. It is time for halftime, and our halftime is always brought to us by the good folks at Farmers State Bank. Where you at? There.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenaha in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets. Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial and ag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire, the proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Alrighty, folks, it is halftime here, and it is a 28-27 lead here for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. And I'll tell you what, after that first quarter, it was 24-15. It was kind of tight there for a little while, and then the Lady Tigers pulled away there towards the end of that first quarter, had that 9-point lead there going into the second quarter. And then for the longest time, we got down to about 3 minutes or so to go before we started to see some scoring here by Timpson, especially. It was 2-0 there till we got down to about 5 minutes gone. Tenaha made the 2-point bucket there in that first minute, and then they didn't score again there till the last minute or so in that quarter, so they only ended up with 4 points in the quarter. But in that quarter, that also into that final last 3 minutes or so, the Timpson Lady Bears kind of turned it on a little bit and went from scoring no points to scoring 12 to not only be down 1. They are 2 for 3 at the 3-point line. They are 1 of 4 at the charity stripe. And their leading scorer is Norris. She's got 8. Also Stewart with 8. 7. Jackson's got 7. And 4 for Ham is the Lady Bears for tonight. 0 for 7 at the 3-point line for the Lady Tigers at Tenaha. 6 for 6 at the charity stripe. Alexander has 10. Dagley has 8. 4 apiece for Giles and Cox. And Horton has 2 as the scoring tonight here for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. Second half onto the way should be really good, as the Lady Bears were able to get themselves a little bit of momentum. And just right there at the end of the quarter, the ball bounces back to Stewart. She's coming up the floor, and she's able to get herself a nice 3 right there as the buzzer sounds. So we'll be right back here for the second half. It's on the way here on NetSN.
These center sponsors support our Piney Woods teams. Abundant Love Ministries, come worship with us. Fast Tax Service, get your taxes done fast. Bird Forestry, your forest, their focus. Tomlin Insurance, your progressive insurance dealer. And Andrews Construction, see what Ricky can do with your kitchen or your bathroom. They are all proud of our Piney Woods men's and women's teams.
If elegance is on your
Wondering
shopping
what the
list,
best thing is
then
to
the
do with
place
your
to
land?
go is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams to
You
a
find them
plan
between
with
Tenaha
Sandy
Highway
Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath and
maximize
body
the land
for
of
him
East
and her.
Texas.
Jewelry
Take a
and
trail,
the very
turn it into a
finest in home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for
dirt
showers.
work of all
Perfect for
types.
yourself, because
Bush
you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy Creek
Impressions
Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here, ready to go. And had a little bit of a camera issue there, but we got her taken care of. So welcome back here to the big ball game here as we go to the second half. 1 point lead here for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. And see if they can pull away here as they had as much as an 11-point lead here in this ball game. And the Lady Bears of Timpson have closed the gap here as we're ready to go here for the second half. Tenaha basketball. Here's Horton trying to drive from the right side, throwing it right back out. Alexander's going to pick it up here near the half-court line. And Alexander now working over to the left side. Throw it over to Dagley. Dagley, 8 points in that first half. Kicking it over here now to Giles. Giles trying to drive from the right side. Puts up the shot. It won't go off the back of the glass, but Giles hits up on her own rebound. And kicks it back out here to Alexander. Throwing over to Horton. Horton from the right side. Throws up the shot. Won't go. Rebound comes out by Ham. And Ham. And I don't know what Stewart was thinking. Stewart kind of ducked on the pass there as Ham was trying to give it to her. Stewart's like, I don't want it. So coming up the floor now is Jackson. She'll bring it up here for Timpson. Throwing it back out here now. Stewart. Throwing it back over to Norris. Norris driving down this side. Norris putting it up off the side of the glass. Won't go. Rebound comes out by Ham. Staying with it, Ham. Ham's going to get the hoop and the harm right there. Nice job. Stay with it, Ham. And she's going to get the 6 points in the ball game. And that's the first foul here on Tenaha in the second half. And that was a way to go there by Ham. She was really working that one hard. And Ham will go to the line, three-point play, can't get it to go. Rebound comes out here for Tenaha, and Cox pushes up the floor here. Cox driving it right down and taking it coast to coast after the rebound. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Ham. She'll give it up here by Crow. Crow pushing across the line. And Crow going to be cut there at the half-court line looking for some help. Got to get Coach Malden. Going to call a timeout. So the first lead of the ball game by Timpson with 6:43 to go into the third. It is 28-29. The Lady Bears with the lead. We'll be right back here on a Net SN.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more.
Little Bon Jovi going in the background. It's my life. Yeah. 29-28. Timpson Lady Bears now with the lead here in the third quarter. And it's Timpson basketball as Norris will have it. Top of the Lady Bears bench. She'll give it in here to Crow. Crow, that was partially tipped, and it is taken away here. And Dagley's going to find a loose ball. Does gather it up here. And Norris right there on the defense. And they'll send it back over to Alexander to the left side. Alexander trying to drive down it. Nice drive there by Alexander. She's had some nice moves here tonight. And that was a good one right there for her as she gets her team the lead once again. Crow getting it back across to Norris. Norris going to line up for three. Bam! Norris, she's hit 3 of those here tonight, and she knocks down the big one right there. She's got 11 in the ball game. Back up now by 2. 6 minutes to go here in the third as Norris knocks down a big 3 for the Lady Bears. Alexander kicking it over here to Dagley. Dagley trying to drive, and that's Jackson going to wrap it up. Possession arrow says Lady Bear basketball. Timpson will get it. And it will be Crow on the inbound. She'll give it back here. Nope, Crow will bring it. Now she will give it back to Jackson. She comes across the timeline. Double team there. Oh, nice pass. Just does get there in time. Dagley going for it there. Norris with the high flutter. Can't get it. Stewart with the rebound. Throws it out. Free ball from Jackson from the left wing. Back in the iron. Will not go. Rebound comes out here by Alexander. Alexander got Dagley up ahead. Dagley in the lane. Jackson with the rejection in the lane. And it's going to be out of bounds to the Lady Tigers as Jackson got back on the defense and said, get this out of my house. 5.5 to go. Tenaha on the inbound here. Here's a 3-ball on the way, and it's Dagley knocking down the first 3 of the night here for the Lady Tigers. Off the inbound play. Back up by 1. Go the Lady Tigers. Norris, double team. She's going to be fouled trying to break through. That'll be the second foul here on the Lady Tigers. Out of bounds play. They'll get Crow down here towards the end of the bench. Should be ready to bring it in here. And they'll get it into Stewart. Stewart all the way back across. Norris wide open for 3. Top of the key. Front of the iron. Will not go. Rebound comes back out. There's a long bucket there on the way. That goes down by Crow. Back up the floor now come the Lady Tigers. As it's a 1-point lead here for Timpson. Norris gets in front of that pass. Throws it up ahead here. Finds Jackson. Jackson has it go through her hands. And going to go back up the floor. They're going to say it went off of Jackson. And a nice try there by Giles getting down the floor quick. As Jackson once again has played one heck of a game here for the Lady Bears. She bumped that knee a little bit earlier, but she has just done a great job here for the Lady Bears all night. 4:45 to go in the lane, and there she is once again. Jackson tagged it up there and grabbing a hold of that one there with Alexander, and that one gets away, goes out of bounds. Jump ball, possession arrow, out of bounds to Tenaha. Coach Peterson wants a foul on that one. A lot of contact. Can't say he didn't have a good argument. Alexander in the lane won't go. And with the rebound, kicking it out here to Crow. Crow bringing it across the line. Going to throw it up ahead here. That goes off of Jackson's head. Jackson lost it. Up ahead now comes Giles. Giles. And that's going to be a block. It's going to be a hoop and a harm there as Giles going to get the bucket. Didn't know if they were going to call the charge or not, but no, going to be hoop and a harm. As the bucket goes down, and she'll get the 3-point opportunity here for Giles. She's got 6 points in the ball game. Coach Malden wants to know how come it was not a charge. Judgment called there by the ref. 4:24 to go, and Giles at the line knocking it down. Tell you what, the Lady Tigers have done an excellent job at the line here tonight. 36-34, they have the lead by 2. Get down to 4:19 to go. Ham driving in there, and it's stolen away there. Ham trying to drive, and Cox takes it right away from her. And now Cox driving, and it goes off of the leg of Norris, out of bounds, stays with Tenaha as Cox lost the handle on it. There'll be an out-of-bounds play here for Lady Tigers. On the inbound, Alexander, nice job. Alexander gets it in there, works hard, and she gets it in for the score. 4 minutes to go in the third. Up by 4 is Tenaha. Get it down underneath there. There's Alexander making a steal. She'll push it back up. 3-on-2. Over to Dagley. Partially blocked there onto that three. Rebound by Crow. Throwing it up here to Norris. Norris across the line. Stopping and popping from the right wing. Norris. Oh, that one rolls off for the Lady Tigers. Lady Bears, sorry. Ham and Horton get tangled up over there. Going to be an out-of-bounds play, and they're just going to call it out-of-bounds to Tenaha. 3:38 to go. Jackson comes back into the ball game here for Thomas after Jackson takes a little bit of a break. Jackson looking to get it on the inbound here. Now long inbound. Fighting there with Giles, and it ends up there. Norris saves it, but it goes into the hands of Cox. Cox going to get it up ahead here. In the corner for three for Giles. Will not go. Rebound comes back out for Tenaha. Here comes Crow with 3:20 to play into the third. Back to Jackson. Over to the right side and Norris. Jackson, Crow, left wing. Three ball for Crow. Will not go. They're going to get a foul there, and I think that one's going to be on Crow. That may be her third. Only the first one of the quarter here by the Lady Bears. Oh, that's the second they're saying. Okay. So here we go. As it will be Alexander bringing up the floor right at 3 minutes to play here into the third. Tight ball game, 38-34. Tenaha has the lead. Send it back over here to the far side. And it's Horton. Horton gets double teamed down there in the corner, but she gives it up here. Cox helps her out. Cox driving. And Ham gets a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. Thomas going to check back into the ball game for Coach Malden. Giving Norris a break. 2:47 to play in the third. Tenaha looking to get it in. They'll get it in long here. Out on top, that's Davis. Davis to Alexander. Alexander short on that shot, out of bounds. I don't know if somebody might have got a hand on that or it just didn't come out of her hand right. Turnover. Back to Timpson. And now Jackson bringing it across the timeline now. Throws it up ahead here. Finds Stewart. Stewart, loses a handle on that. She was trying to throw it. Looks like a quarterback that loses a handle on it. And it goes back to Tenaha as Cox brings it up the floor here. 2:26, stopping and popping right wing. Three ball off the mark. Rebound there by Giles. She's going to be fouled on the way back up. And Giles will go to the line for the Lady Tigers. 2:21 to go, and that'll be the third team foul here on the Lady Bears into the quarter. Trying to increase the lead here as Giles steps back up and up and good. And knocks them both down. Good job there by Giles to knock them both down at the line. She is 3 for 3. Got that 4 for 4 in there anyway. All right, so that makes it 40-34. Ball is loose here. And ball's going to get away, and it's going to go back to Tenaha. Let me erase my mistakes here, folks. There we go. There we go right now. All right, after the turnover, 2 minutes to go. Alexander comes across the timeline here into the third quarter with a 6-point lead. As it was down to a 1-point ball game here at the end of the first half. And Tenaha has had to fight for it here to get the lead here. We're going to get a foul on the floor for Horton. And that'll be the third, make that the 14th foul here on the Timpson in the quarter. So still 1 to give and 1:52 to go. Next one, they'll put Tenaha at the line where they have not missed this evening. Nice ball movement here by Giles. Giles trying to take it down inside. Ball's loose and on the floor here. Going to be jump ball possession arrow. Stays with the Lady Tigers with 1:43 to go. Oh, it's Timpson basketball, sorry. Now they changed it there. Sorry, folks. Throwing that ball up ahead here. Going to get it down underneath there to Ham. Ham has it partially blocked. And Cox going to knock it out of bounds and keep it Timpson basketball. With 1:33 to go here into the third. Coming up here at the end of the ball game, folks. Of course, we have the fourth quarter still to go. We're going to break away from this stream, and then we'll bring you the guys' game. It'll probably be about a good 10 minutes in between games, which will take a good 7 minutes or so in between. Norris going to try to drive, can't get it to go. Stewart with the rebound, throws it up into Ham at the free throw line. Ham drives in. Cox has a block from behind, and it goes off of Ham as she tried to get it there. But that's the second or third time tonight I've seen Cox from behind just get all ball and knock it away from the driving Lady Bears, trying to get it to the basket. 6-point lead here. Here's Cox driving all the way down, and that one gets taken away from her this time, and that's Stewart coming out of there with it. Horton gets a hand on it. She tries to throw it ahead to Jackson, but Horton knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Bears. So Timpson basketball. Jackson on the inbound. It'll be right about a minute to go here in the third when she comes across the timeline. And she does. Well, she came across pretty quick. Now there's about a minute to go. Jackson pulls up a dribble, finds Norris over in the far corner. Norris driving the baseline at the free throw line. Stewart puts up the shot. It goes off the back of the iron. Horton comes out there with the rebound, pushing the action. Left side, that's going to be a walk. And a nice job there on the reach in. I think that was Thomas that caused her to walk. And I think she was looking for a foul, but it was a walk call. And we get under 50 seconds to go. Timpson has the basketball. And up underneath here. And that's a walk by Ham. And now turn it right back over. And Ham, a little bit aggressive there on the ball to the referee, but referee taking it in stride right there. And Alexander will take her time bringing it across the timeline here for the Lady Tigers. 30 seconds to go. Going to hold on for one shot here as they have a 6-point lead here in this third quarter. Outscored Timpson 12-7 here in the corner. Gonna kick it down now here in the corner. He's got another three on the way. It won't go. That one is off the mark, and it's rebounded there by Giles. Giles and a Jackson. That's going to be possession now. This time, checking out the buttons over there. This time it does stay with Tenaha with 5 seconds to go. Checking out the red dot this time, make sure I know what I'm talking about. On the inbound, Tenaha's going to throw it in. Just saving it from the backcourt. There's Alexander. 2 seconds to go. Alexander driving. And it will count. And it will count. They say it will count. So they will count it at the buzzer there. Alexander with a great drive right there, and it gets it off the glass and gets it to go to give her 16 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter as it's now 42-34 here on Net SN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Tenaha, Texas. To look at it, it hasn't changed much since the days of Tex Ritter. The pace is slow, just the way we like it. But we're proud of our young people, the games they play and the music they make. 100 years of dreams and the determination to make them come true. But we all need help every now and then, and that's where First National Bank of Tenaha comes in. Financing your dreams for generations.
All righty, folks, back here for the fourth quarter, and the Lady Bears tighten it up to a 1-point ball game at the end of the first half here, the big second half. Let's see if they can do it here as they are now down by 8 to start the fourth. Here we go. They have the basketball. Ham down in the corner, and nice job there by Ham. Takes it off Alexander's leg and out of bounds. Keeping possession here for the Lady Bears. Bears get it on the inbound. That goes off a Crow. Going to try to catch. Oh, just does catch it before it goes into the backcourt. And a nice job there on the pass as Giles steps in front of that pass there and makes the steal and makes an easy bucket for the Lady Tigers. They get it up ahead here. The pass is over the head of Jackson and into the hands of Alexander. And the Lady Tigers are looking to get their biggest lead of the ball game. They were up by 11 back in the second quarter. And now up by 10 with 7:20 to go into this ball game. Going to kick it out to Horton. Now Giles and now Cox as they'll take a little time off of the clock here. As Timpson Lady Bears give the Lady Tigers all they wanted here tonight. And down to a minute gone, all the way back down here in the corner. As Davis going to throw it out to Cox. Cox going to launch the three. It will not go. Rebound by the Bears. And now they'll throw it up ahead here. Jackson coming across. Lose the handle on that one. Trying to make a pass there to him coming up the floor, but not quite the pass she wanted to make. Jackson commits the foul. That'll put Cox at the line for the Lady Tigers. It looked like it was just coming out. She wanted to make that pass, but it was just rolled off of her fingertips and just didn't get all of it that she wanted on that pass. And the first foul there on the Lady Bears. And that will put Giles at the line. Sorry, I thought that was Cox. Giles at the line. She's 3 for 3. And the first miss at the line tonight by the Lady Tigers comes with 6:45 to play in the ball game. And they've been very good at the line here tonight. So try to match that largest lead of the evening. And that one's off the back of the iron. So misses both of them. And up the floor now come the Bears. They'll send it over to Norse. Norris underneath here is Stewart. Stewart, nice job. Get the defense in the air, but it goes off too high off the glass. Rebound by Ham. Can't get it. Cox comes out there with it. Cox will push up here along the right side. Jackson going to step in front of her to knock it away, but she's going to pick up the foul. That'd be the second team foul here on the Lady Tigers, or the Lady Bears, I should say. Into the quarter. On the inbound of Giles down here in the corner. They'll kick it back out here to Davis. Davis to Giles. Back out on top. Top of the key for three. Will not go. Rebound comes out by Ham. And the Bears bring it back up the floor now with a chance to cut into the lead here. Let's look for the first bucket of the fourth quarter. Crow and Norris trying to work away from the defense. That one gets back into the middle. Stolen away there by Horton. Horton pushes to the right side. Jackson knocks it away. Steals it right back from the Lady Bears. Throws it up ahead, 2-on-2. Norris is going to be fouled going to the rack by Giles, and that will put Norris at the line here for the Lady Bears. First time at the line for the Lady Bears here in the second half. That is the first team foul on the Lady Tigers into the quarter. So Norris goes to the line shooting a couple. First one off the mark. Davis checks out of the ball game, and Bell checks back in for Coach Peterson. As Lady Tigers of Tenaha are looking to get themselves a big district victory here tonight. The guys' game on the way in just a bit. Second one off the mark as well. And out of there with it is Bell. She'll give it up here to Alexander. Alexander send it over to the left side. That's Horton. Giles lining up for three on the left. In and out. Will not go. Rebound comes out there by Dagley. Dagley will have it back out on top. They'll kick it back to Horton. Horton thought about the three on the right wing. Now drives the right side against Ham. She's going to pick up the foul there on the drive. And another foul here on the Lady Bears. That is number 3 on them. But I think that will be a shooting foul there. And that's going to put Horton at the line. As Horton, she's 2 for 2. 2 points in the ball game and has come from at the line back into that first quarter. So 5:26 to go. Horton sticks back at the line and off the mark. So Ham checks out as she picks up her second foul. Thomas checking back into the game here for Coach Malden. As the Lady Tigers have, there we go. I was going to say they've 0 for 3 there, and then Horton gets 1 out of 2. And they go back up by 11. There's a steal coming back up the floor. Here comes Alexander. 1-on-2 basketball. Alexander going to take it right in. She's going to be fouled on the way in. And Alexander will go to the free throw line for Tenaha. Her first time tonight. She's got 16 points. Looking for her first points here of the quarter. As that is the 4th foul here on the Lady Bears. Still got 5:16 to go here. And back in the iron, no good. 1 of 4 at the free throw line after going perfect through the first 3 quarters for the Lady Tigers. But up by 11, and that one's off the mark as well. That's a rebound there by Norris. Norris hanging on to it. Gives it to Stewart. Stewart, that's going to be Dagley. Got a piece of it, looks like. Dagley got a piece of it, but it didn't win off of one of the Bears over on the far side. So we're going to get a timeout on the floor with 5:09 to play in the ball game. It's 45-34. Tenaha has the lead, and we got a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on a Net SN.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back out to the timeout. About 5 minutes to play here as Alexander comes across the timeline. 11-point lead here for the Lady Tigers of Tenaha, matching their largest lead of the ball game. They kick it back out here to Dagley over to the left side. Dagley working it back here at the half-court line. Finds Giles. Giles trying to drive down into the middle lane. Now takes to the right side, puts up off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes out there by Stewart. Ball gets knocked away. And I gotta say, jump ball possession arrow stays with the Lady Tigers. Nice job there by Dagley as she wrapped up Stewart. Caused that jump ball. And possession arrow to the Lady Tigers with 4:44 to go. On the bounce pass in Alexander. Alexander, one dribble. Off the glass, won't go. Stewart comes out there with the rebound for the Lady Bears at Timpson. Pulls up her dribble, throws it back across. 2 Lady Bears over there, and neither one of them can come up with the pass. And it's a turnover for Timpson. And Coach Molden here needs a timeout with 4:34 to play here into the ball game. We got a full timeout, up by 11 is Tenaha. We'll be right back here on Net SN.
Where do you go if you're a Bear fan looking for a post-game meal? Easy, Rancho Grande. But what if the game is a Little League practice? Same place. What if it's a special occasion, something you dress up for? In Timpson, it's Rancho Grande. Whether it's familiar menu items or maybe something you want to take a chance on, it's always good. They even have bear sightings at Rancho Grande. These center sponsors support our Piney Woods teams. Abundant Love Ministries, come worship with us. Fast Tax Service, get your taxes done fast. Bird Forestry, your forest, their focus. Tomlin Insurance, your progressive insurance dealer. And Andrews Construction, see what Ricky can do with your kitchen or your bathroom. They are all proud of our Piney Woods men's and women's teams.
Alrighty, folks, back here, 4:34 to go on the clock. Coach Molden for the Lady Bears calls a timeout right there, and it will be Tenaha basketball. They'll have it on the top end of their bench. And looking to get it in here, they'll find Giles. Giles working against Crow. Norris goes for the steal there. Alexander with the basketball, kicking it down now to Horton. Horton trying to drive from the left side and has it knocked away. They say it went out of the bounds there on Thomas. So Horton ready to bring it in. On the long inbound, that goes off of Alexander, and it's into the hands of Norris. Norris on the right side, pulls it back out. Jackson, long range 3. Back in the iron, will not go. Rebound comes out here by Alexander. Throws it up ahead. Good job, good transition basketball. Dagley to Giles for the bucket. Giles now 13 points in the ball game. 47-34. We get down to under 4 minutes to play. And the Lady Tigers with the lead here. Here's Norris in the corner for a 3. 4 Timpson won't go. 3 for 10 at the three-point line. Norris will get back and get her shot right back and throw it right back up, and she'll knock down the short jumper. Make it 47-36, back to 11, 3:30 to go. And that's going to be an offensive foul there on Alexander. And that is only the second foul here on the Lady Tigers in the quarter. And a chance here for the Lady Bears to cut into the lead here. Kind of what they did in that second quarter. got down, didn't fare very well through the first part of the quarter, and then started knocking down the shots. There's a three on the way. It won't go. Jackson can't get it. Norris gets the rebound, throws it back out to Crow. Crow has it knocked away. Oh, going to go out of bounds. Off of Crow. Checking back into the ball game is going to be Cox. She'll come in here for Alexander, who's had herself a heck of a game. Alexander, 16 points in the ball game, and her team up 11 as she checks out. We'll get the long inbound here to Cox, and it gets knocked away. Stewart ends up with it for the Lady Bears. Stewart pushing it back up to the left side here. Kicking it back over to Crow. Crow, three ball. Bam! Crow knocking down the three for the Lady Bears. So Crow gets a big three. 8-point ball game. Jackson makes the steal. Jackson to the rack and scores. Jackson with the steal in the bucket. So quick turnaround here to make it a 6-point ball game at 2:53 to play. And Coach Peterson calls a timeout. So we've got a full timeout on the floor. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Alrighty, folks, back here. Timeout over, 47-41 as the Lady Bears have closed this gap down to 6. And in the second quarter, folks, I'll tell you what, they were down by 9 going into that second quarter, and it was just neither team scoring very well. And then all of a sudden, the Lady Bears just came on there and tied it to a 1-point ball game at the end of the half. See if they can tighten it up here as they trail now by 6. But it's Tenaha basketball. With 2:40 to play here. Here's Horton trying to work around to the defense. Kicking it back out here to Alexander. Alexander trying to drive on the left side. Horton all the way back out here to Giles here to the right side. And here comes Crow onto the defense. Giles back out now to Dagley as the Lady Bears onto the defense. Trying to find some way to get a hold of the basketball here. And the Tigers just trying to play some keep away. Down in the corner. Going to find Bell. Back to Giles. Giles trying to drive. She gets down the lane. Throws it back out. And the Lady Tigers are just content here. We're just trying to take some time off the clock here, up by 6. Giles driving down. Nice drive there by Giles. And Giles takes it down in and scores. She's had a big quarter here. She's got 6 into the quarter to give her 15 into the ball game for the Lady Tigers. All 6 points. Well, they scored 7. 6 of those points there by Giles in this quarter for the Lady Tigers. Now up by 8. 1:40 to go. There's a steal by Alexander. Alexander throws it up ahead here to Dagley. Dagley going to go get Jackson with the block. But gets a little bit of the hand there. And that's going to put Dagley at the line. She's 4 for 4 tonight. That's number 5 on Jackson. So she'll check out the game with 9 points. Great game here for Jackson, and Coach Malden and her little point guard did a great job here tonight. But Dagley goes to the line where she's 4 for 4, looking for her first points of the fourth quarter, and up and good. That'll make it a 9-point game here with 1:38 to go, and Dagley knocking them both down. So at the free throw line, makes it 51-41. Here come the Bears. Still some time to go with 1:30 left to play. Get it down into Norris at the free throw line. Crow, top of the key, back over to Norris on the right side. Bounce pass, trying to get it down inside. Horton gets a foot on it and knocks it away and steals it back up ahead here to Alexander. Alexander up underneath. Alexander has that roll off of the rim. And there's going to be a foul as Thomas got that rebound, coming back up with it. Going to go the other way. I think they're just going to say it's jump ball possession. Arrow goes to Timpson with 1:15 to go. Down by 10. Crow will get the basketball, bring it up here across the timeline now. Send it down here in the corner. 3 ball by Thomas. Oh, well, that one rattles in and out. Won't go. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Tenaha basketball with 1:02 to play. And right now, it looks like the Lady Tigers of Tenaha are going to come out here with a big district victory here tonight. Stewart and into Norris. Norris driving down the lane, too strong off the back of the iron, can't get it to go. Giles with the rebound, trying to come out of there with it. Now does. Giles going to get called for the carry. And it's a turnover back to Timpson with right at 53 seconds left to go. Ball will be right there at the end of the scorer's table. Oh, let me say right there at the top of the Timpson bench is where they can bring it in. Get it on the inbound here now. 3 on the way. Back of the iron will not go. Rebound comes out by Tenaha. Tenaha pushing the action up the floor. Now the Tigers just looking to take this time out of the clock so they get down to 30 seconds to go, up by 10. And now just going to spread it out here. And spread out, make the passes. Try to keep Timpson off of the ball here. Give it to Horton. And down to 20 seconds to go. And now they give it to Giles, and Giles catch Crow there with their finger, down to 7 seconds to go. And it's going to be a Tenaha Lady Tiger victory. They'll win it 51-41 tonight over Timpson here in Tenaha this evening. So first one of the night, it goes to the Lady Tigers of Tenaha. So I'm going to take a quick break here. We'll come back and we'll have our Aurora Concepts post-game show. Have our player of the game, get you ready for the guys' game. It's all on the way coming up here on NetSN.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenaha in the center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Alrighty, folks, back here in Aurora Concepts post-game show, and I'm going to say that our player of the game, I'll tell you what, is between Giles and Alexander, but I really like the way Alexander played the defense to go along with those 16 points. So I'm going to give it to Miss Alexander, number 4 for Tenaha. She got 16 points tonight. 15 for Giles, who played a great game as well. 13 for Dagley, 4 for Cox, and 3 for Horton on the night. The Lady Tigers went 12 of 17 at the charity stripe and 1 of 15 at the three-point line to get the victory here tonight, 51-41 over Timpson. Timpson going 4 of 14 at the three-point line. They went 1 of 7 at the charity stripe. Jackson had 9 points. Norris with 13, 8 for Stewart, 5 for Crow, and Ham had 6 points on the evening. That's the way it went there. So our player of the game, going to give that to Alexander for the Timpson Lady Bears. Coming up the guys' game, we're going to shut this stream down, folks, and we'll catch up to you on the guys' game and the right pregame show coming up here in just a few minutes. So I'll give you a chance to go get you some fresh snacks, and we'll reset everything up and get you ready to go here on the next stream. We'll be right back for the guys' game on the way as the girls from Tenaha win it 51-41 over Timpson here on NetSN.